So good day everyone. So today I'm going to explain of the different contexts. So first of all, we should know what is the meaning of context. So context means it refers to the occasion or situation that informs the reader about why a document was written and how it was written. So the way writers shape their text is dramatically influenced by their context. Writers decide how to shape their sentences by considering their context. For example, the 9/11 terrorist attack on America changed the context for discussions on terrorism. When Americans talk about terrorism post 9/11, they understand the borders of America are threatened, that terrorists can occur in our homes. So contexts are sometimes described as formal, semi-formal, or informal. So alternatively, contexts for written documents can be described as school-based projects or work-based projects. So the questions comes from our mind is, why is context important? So the answer is, or the response is, the context for each document strongly affects how you research your topic, how you organize your context, and what media you employ to deliver your message. So the next is the content or research. So the question is, that comes from our mind is, what does your reader know about the topic? Will original research be necessary? Will traditional research suffice? Will your audience be persuaded by your personal knowledge? Will they require facts and figures? For example, if you are writing a report on the possibility that Iraq is amazing weapons of mass destruction, and your audience were members of the United Nations, so you would want to firmly ground your argument in research, right? So the next is the media or design. The media or design. So the questions that is required to answer is, should the work be published online or transmitted as a printed report? And what colors or pictures are appropriate? So the grammar, mechanics, usage, the way you structure your sentences is influenced by how formal or informal your context is. Email, for example, tends to be informal. Lots of emoticons and abbreviated expressions can be used. In contrast, an end of the semester research report may require formal diction. And the next is the context analysis questions. So the question that is required to answer is, what is going on in the world? What is going on in the world of the researchers? What is going on in the world of the readers that will influence the readers' thoughts and feelings about the document? So the next is, does the intellectual content of the document rest on the shoulders of the authors or the other authors? So will your readers expect you to mention particular scholars or researchers who did the original, groundbreaking work on the subject you are exploring? So what background information can you assume your reader is already familiar with? So by writing the different contexts, it is very important for the researcher to be more realistic, to be more intellectual being, and to be more educated, because maybe some of the researcher or some of the readers may criticize your work. So therefore the researcher or the writer or the author needs to be more intellectual on writing their idea or their papers. So in being collecting information, the authors need to be take action or need to be create an citation, because creating an action or putting an citation in your works is more important. So in creating an action, it is very truthful, because you are going to observe, to interview, and to collect factual information on the different peoples or tribes. So we're going to explore the world just to get an information. So the next thing is, in creating on papers, we need to be very beneficial in our context. So we need to be beneficial in our context means when the readers read our papers, they have more gain knowledge and have more being educated. So in our time, it is very easy to get an information, and you can travel or explore the world anything you want to get an information, because it is now easy to get an information, such as when you travel on the other countries, they have every individual information in our research, so we can get to it and provided it in our papers. So the last thing is in writing the papers, we need to be more observable, because we're going to expose our papers, so many people's or readers will read our papers. So maybe we can criticize of our deed, so maybe we get bad or positive and negative comments or violation or reaction. So therefore we need to be more observable. So that's all. Hope you learn in this video, and good morning and a pleasant day to each and everyone. Thank you.